What's going on, everybody? This is the Tribe 44 podcast presented to you by United Citizens Bank of Southern Kentucky. It's a bank to come home to because it's locally owned and operated. UCB provides the best in customer-first care in Adair County. United Citizens Bank, we do it all right here. For the show's intents and purposes, I'm your host, Will Rich, and I am joined yet again tonight by our fearless leader, Clay Turner. Clay, how are you?
I'm doing great, Will. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm very excited about today. We don't have a guest for this afternoon, and if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Spotify, you know that this is one of our special video episodes. We don't do these very often. We did one over the summer that did really well, and then we did the the football game, rather. This is the basketball game, Clay. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we did the football game back in the fall or the winter, and people seem to enjoy that, so now here we are back with a basketball episode. Now, we can't play basketball on Madden, obviously, so we got 2K going on. So if you missed it a couple weeks back, we drafted from the top 25 players of the boys, Adair County High School boys team, that was your list from 1975. There's obviously some names before 1975 that were omitted.
Yeah.
Seth has compiled those into two rosters on 2K. We do need you to know that I will be the home team because Clay got the first pick. So the white jerseys and the Clippers on the scoreboard, that is me. That is Team Will. The blue team and the 76ers on the scoreboard, that will be Clay.
Yep.
Now, there are a couple of rules before we get started, before we get to going. Each of us will have, since it's the computer playing, we'll have a unique timeout rule. So each of us will have 2 timeouts during each half.
Which is plenty.
That's more than enough. I don't know if we'll even use all 4.
Don't know if we'll use any in the first half.
Honestly, probably not. Now, we can make any adjustments that we feel necessary at halftime, either one of us. That's kind of unlimited. That's a free-for-all. But during gameplay, the only stoppages that we'll have is if we decide that we're going to have a timeout. Now, it won't be a typical timeout. We won't actually call timeout. We'll just pause the game, make our adjustments, and move on. So that's all we're going to do with that. If you're waiting around for some reads, we'll get those in at halftime. I know everybody just waits, Clay, for the reads.
Yeah.
But we'll just jump right in and get started without further ado. Here is, I don't know what we're going to call this, but this is the all-time
2K game.
2K game. So the all-time 2K game. You heard it here first from Clay Turner. That's how we decided what we're going to call it right then and there. That was some great on-air producing. So we're going to get the game started, and we're underway. There's David Aldridge bringing us some information. But we got the sound turned down on David, so he's letting us know something, but I'm not really sure. Look at all the fans that turned out for this one, Clay. It's
big crowd.
It's a big crowd for this game here.
Big crowd in L.A.
Yeah, we're having the game in Los Angeles. I don't know if this will cover our starters. If this pregame thing will do the starters. If not, I'm wasting all of our time. There's my coach. That looks nothing like Mark Fudge or Jeff Young or Darren Breeze. So there's the starting lineups. You got Kalen Kimberlin, Redbone Bridgewater, Heath Walkup, Blake Martin, and Chance Melton.
And for mine is Kel Stotts, Kevin Bridgewater, Bryson Walkup, Bust Caldwell, and Darren Ballou.
All right, and without further ado, we will get this game underway. Looks like Buzz Caldwell is tipping off with Chance Melton. And here we go. Sponsored by Chips Ahoy. We're not really. I don't know if I can actually say that, Clay. That might be a bad joke. I don't think Chips Ahoy is looking for us. All right, so my team gets the tip, and we are underway. We're passing it around a little bit.
Bryson over there.
So it looks like we're just going to use a lot of the shot clock today, Clay. Oh, we're some give and go. Oh, he's just going to take it. Who was that?
That was Heath.
Heath Walkup with the first bucket of the game, 3-pointers. Now, your commentators are not Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith. They're Clay Turner and Will Rich. Kel Stotts with the 3.
Look at Darren Blue. Darren Blue with the rebound and put back.
That's going to be a problem today, Clay.
Yeah, he is by far the tallest person on any of these rosters.
Like by 6 inches.
Yeah, he's – look at Redbone.
Redbone with a nice step back.
5-2 lead for Will Early.
Clay, what's your team? How is your team built, and what's going to make this team successful as we kind of watch? Kevin Bridgewater work with the screen. Bus Caldwell.
Oh, that's a good defense, but
nice fake and taking the shot. So what's going to make your team successful as my team gets out on a break?
My team's got a lot of shooters. 1 through 5, Bus can even shoot it. Darren.
Redbone is aggressive early, Clay.
Yeah, your team is on fire right now.
Now, through all the simulations, this is not how these games have gone up to this point.
That's a good look.
Cal Stotts with the 3. Bring them within 3 points early. So you've got a lot of shooters on the team. Got the length there at the center position with Darren Ballou. Feel like your bench is really deep as well.
Yeah. Like I said, both teams were really good. Oh, that's a tough shot by Heath Walkup and rebound by Cal Stotts. Cal's going, and let's see what Cal does right here.
He's going to put a move on. Cal has really dominated the simulations because of shots like that right there. Those usually fall. Chance Melton takes it out, going to take it all the way himself. No, he pulls up. He's being guarded by Kevin Bridgewater. This should be a mismatch size-wise, but he is able to get a defensive stop. That's Blake Martin. Redbone is being ultra aggressive, misses that shot. Kevin with the rebound. We're going to use first names a lot with this. We've got a lot of brothers and relatives, father, sons going on here.
Tough shot by Kevin.
A tough shot right there. The defense has been phenomenal here early. This is not – we did a simulation before this, and this isn't anything like what it looked like before.
A lot of made shots, and right now the defense is doing awesome.
Cal brings it up, passes it over to Bryson Walkup, gets it back to Kevin, who takes a shot and drains it to tie up the game.
Pretty good defense, but
well, the defense for both teams should be really good, but the offense on your squad is going to be what sets it apart. Mine is we've got a lot of athleticism.
Yeah, really athletic team.
I would say 1 through 5 we might be longer, but you've got the obvious longest spot there with Darren Ballou. I don't know really what the game plan is here with Heath passing it around, but it's worked twice now, just passing it around the top of the key, and Heath Walkup taking the 3. Cal's running the point for y'all a lot. I'm not sure what the thought process behind that is, but Cal's open for 3. That's a dagger. Yep. Yeah, he's going to hit that all day, Clay.
Nice pass from Darren as well on that. A lot of 3. This is 2023. You know, a lot of these guys played in different eras, but 2K.
Heath is going to take a high arcing jumper and misses. Bus Caldwell pulls down the board. He's going to take it up himself, Clay.
Bus, big old boy. I tell you what, he's versatile. No, I never really been able to see him play, but I know he was a guy who could pass well, shoot well.
Cal Stotts with the missed 3, and Chance Melton's going to bring it up himself. Puts a nice move on and then pulls up. I think he had an open lane, but he makes it anyway, Clay.
That's one thing about Chance, was always great ball handler for his size.
You know, we have to give Seth a shout-out for how well he's done making these rosters. Some of the things that you'll see, like Cal Stotts, who's fixing to take a jumper right here. He's going to get the screen. He's going to take this shot. That's pretty accurate for a Cal Stotts jump shot as he drains it. Got 8 points on the day, 3 for 6 from the field. This is Heath Walkup. He's got the ball in his hands a lot. This is Blake Martin. He usually takes a shot when he gets it, and he got one right there. And Darren altered that shot without even putting a hand up.
Bus Caldwell.
Bus is going to put the moves on and go to work, isn't he, here? Let's see how this goes. He's always going to pass it off. So Cal's going to take another 3, and he drains it.
Cal Stotts is on fire right now.
He's not going to miss many of those. This is how the simulations have gone. This is back on track. All right, Redbone's going to bring it up.
Oh, nice pass to Heath.
Get it off to Heath. We're just going to do this little thing. Oh, look at the showmanship from Redbone Bridgewater. He hasn't made one chest pass the entire time. Blake Martin's going to take a jumper, and it's off.
Cal Stotts the rebound.
Yep, he's going to bring it up himself. He's going to find a way to get a screen and take another 3.
Oh, Bryson had a good look. Nice pass from Bryson to Kevin for the 3.
I mean, that was a deep one. The 6-point lead. All right. So what's my team? You're the coach here, Clay. So what's my team got to do here to get back into it? What are some things, which I know you don't want to tell us? That play.
That was a nice backdoor cut.
That was nice for Heath Walkup. So what do we got to do? What's something that we've got to slow down? Obviously the 3-point shooting.
The 3-point shooting probably make our team, well, we have a lot of skill, but your team's more athletic. Probably you want us to try to drive it to the rim more.
I think I'm not going to do an adjustment right now because it's too close in the game, but at some point, we've got a huge mismatch right here with Redbone Bridgewater and Darren Ballou. as far as size goes. But
Oh.
I'm not sure why he took it on the into the lane. I thought he could have done something else there. There should have been. I guess he decided to take him off the dribble there and defended it really nicely until they called the foul.
And as we're doing this, I'm at Will's house, and the NCAA tournament's going on, and there's a game with 12 seconds left. Xavier and Kennesaw State, and it's a 1-point game with 12 seconds left. So, yeah. Of course, you know how that ends. We don't know how it ends yet.
Yeah, so you're in the future.
Yeah.
We're currently in the present. Looks like maybe Nick Fudge checked into the game and Toby Curry for your team.
Yep.
Not sure that my squad made any substitutions. Yeah, we got Jeff Young and Redbone Bridgewater's moves to the 2. Jeff is going to come in and take a lot of shots. That's what he's done in all the simulations. So we've got 2 guys on the floor right now. If they get an open shot, they're going to take it, and Blake Martin and Jeff Young. 2 very different type of
I like how Redbone was already running back before he even made it.
Oh, he knew he hit that one. The swag on some of these guys. I don't know if that was a setting to turn on or what, but that's Toby Curry. Draining the 3 at the buzzer, puts them up by 5. This is going to be a good game throughout, Clay. I think what did we set the line at? What did we say, 9.5 at this point?
I think we did, 8.5, 9.5.
It started out at 5.5. We moved it to 8 or 9.5. That sounds pretty accurate. I think if my team and your team play 10 times, I might win 3 of them. And that's nothing against the players that I drafted. It's just when I went over my strategy for drafting, it's a good thought in theory to draft matchups, but then I don't end up with the best player at any position.
Correct.
So, or the highest rated player at any position, I guess I should say. Maybe not the best. This is all subject to for discussion. So we're moving on into the second quarter. It's getting started for us, and Buzz Caldwell is going to pass it in to Nick Fudge with the beautiful blonde hair.
Yep.
Look at the scoring breakdown. 3-pointers made in the first quarter for you was
Toby Curry. That'd be not
6 of them for 18
nice
points. Oh, Cal Stott's wide open. He's going to make you pay for that all night. He's going to make you pay for that all night long.
Looks like Cameron Lass is also in the game for you guys.
Cam has checked in. He's going to play some important minutes for us. What's something that Cam Lasley did very well to make him put you on, or make you put him on these rosters, Clay?
Cam was just an amazing
As Jeff Young missed the 3.
Great slasher who his senior year rebounded well. He ran the point some. He kind of could guard 1 through 5. Just versatility.
Take us through some of these other guys, Clay. So Toby Curry.
Toby Curry's great shooter. Nick Fudge, great defensive player. Good ball handler, just the type of point guard that you want. Man, Kel Stotts is going
just draining 3 after 3 after 3. Turned it into an 11-point game very quickly.
Jeff Young, great point guard who passed really well. Good shooter, leader. Let's see, you got Kevin Bridgewater. Averaged 34 points a game his senior year. That says enough right there.
Redbone with the 3, getting us back in it down to 8.
His uncle Redbone, who also was a great scorer but great passer as well. Darren Blue, 6'7", could extend, shoot. He could really, for high school, was just a really talented guy. Let's see. We also have, who is guarding Darren? I can't tell.
Blake Martin.
Blake Martin's a really good scorer.
Could have forced the turnover, and we did. Cam Lasley's going to get out and push it. No, he's going to slow it down. That's something that I need to change, Clay. We need to get out and push, take the first shot available to us. We had an opportunity for a better shot than that.
Darren handled the ball some.
I thought that was a shot. Another turnover. Get out and push. Going to put some moves on. Bridgewater is going to take it for the layup, and he misses. Darren Blue with another board. He's going to take it up himself, get it off to Buzz Caldwell. He had a wide open lane, decides to pull up from mid-range, and he drains it. Clay, I think I'm going to take one of my timeouts here.
Okay, you're good.
I'm going to take one of my timeouts. We're going to pause this. This is how this has to go, and I apologize. It's not ideal, but we're going to choose sides. I'm going to have to take one of my timeouts because the game can't get out of hand without me making an adjustment here. So I'm going to go to my game plan, not substitutions. I'm going to go to my defensive settings, And for Cale Stotts, I'm going to get some deny the ball. That's his off-ball pressure. I need to deny the ball, and then I'm going to be tight on the ball just to try to limit some of his scoring from three. In my offensive settings, I am going to try to score in transition quite a bit more. So now I hit. Seth is trying to walk me through this.
I'm good.
Clay isn't going to make any decisions. We're going to choose sides. We're going to get back to the game here in just a second. And here we go. So Redbone Bridgewater is going to start back. Jeff Young over to Cam Lasley. He's going to put it on the deck. We're getting a lot of ball movement, but not a lot of movement on the defense. Not making a lot of. Redbone bails us out with a three in the corner.
Redbone's been really good this game.
Been very good in this one.
I feel like he's probably your leading scorer so far.
Has to be, I would say. He started out hot, but it's been all Redbone for us today.
Oh, good set to Toby. Good look.
He's not going to miss that often, is he?
Nope, that's the look. That's the look you want.
Going to get out in transition and run. That's what we needed to do. I shouldn't have clapped on the radio, but anyway, that's Chance Melton with the bucket and the and one. That's what should have happened. That's why I called the timeout, Clay, because you saw that on a couple turnovers. We walked the ball up the court when we probably had the numbers to get out and push.
Let's see. We got Kalen Kimberlin back in the game.
So Redbone's going to give him a breather after leading us back. It was a 10-point game just a few seconds ago. And Chance is going to take the Giannis approach at his free throws. He's going to take all the time that he needs and pulls us back in with a 4-point game. That's Bryson. They're just going to play off Darren. He's going to get his own rebound and tip it back in. That's just too easy for him. But I'd rather give up those twos than the
size mismatch down there a little bit.
This is an actual timeout, so here's what we're going to do with this. We're just going to speed right through it as quickly as we can. There's the dance team, all male dance team that you see there for the Los Angeles Clippers. That's an odd look. Never seen that on a video game.
Don't think I have either.
Good for them. If you hear anything in the background, that's my child. My real one, not on a video game. Kalen Kimberlin got the ball, going to take it in. Looked like he might have got fouled, but he finishes anyway.
Great finish. Your team's really got to the rim lately.
So we're going to deny the ball. No.
Bust.
Mid-range jumper. That's going to be good.
Nice pass from him.
He just outruns Kalen Kimberlin on that. He runs him down to the baseline and pops back out. Just outran him. It wasn't any other type of move put on.
I feel like Bus Caldwell has a lot of assists so far. Oh, that's a tough shot.
Kalen.
Yeah, Bus has been.
That's what the
I'd like to see his stats in first
He's
half.
going to do it again. Look at the rebounding numbers, Clay. 12-6 so far with 2 offensive boards. That just shows the rebounding capability of Darren and Bus. As they, speak of the devil, there it is again. Second chance opportunities are going to be very limited on my side of the ball, but we've got to do a better job of limiting to one shot. Who was that?
That was Blake Martin.
Blake Martin took the shot. It was all right. We'll not say it was ill-advised. He was wide open.
Cale Stotts.
Cale wisely makes the pass off. This would be a shot right here, I would say.
Bryson.
Cale's going to take that shot, and he drains it. Not bad defense.
No, that was pretty good defense.
It was just a great shot.
He's got 22.
The game was back up to 11 points just like that. It was, 4 just a second ago?
He's got 22 of the 39.
You can't take many empty trips.
Minute left in the half.
Cam's going to pass it to Jeff, who's going to take a shot. He doesn't.
Needed that.
He is not shy when it comes to taking that jumper.
Yep, you needed that one big time. Up down to 8. I will say this about Cale. He scored 22, but he's also shot a lot of shots.
He's going to take his shots, isn't he? You just got to shoot. Cam
Last.
Look at the and one. Wow, what a finish. There's that athleticism that you were talking about, Clay.
Yeah, your team's driving awesome.
See what he does here with these free throws. In the alumni game, Cam missed a huge free throw, too. It could have iced the game for the young team. Wasn't it Cam that was taking those free throws at the end of the game in our inaugural alumni game?
It was. No. He's right, but that's okay.
So for some reason he's shooting his free throws left-handed on this video game, but I'm not sure. Whoa! Oh, nobody boxes out Darren Ballou, and he goes in. Oh, this is the problem. Okay, so we look out there. Chance is doing all that he can to get on the boards, but it's just difficult to do with the size down low that you have. I've got the length in the alley-oop.
Nice
wow,
play.
with the finish. Down to a three-point game. This has been a game of runs so far, Clay.
I was going to say, talk about a nice run for you guys so far. Oh.
Every time the white team gets a run going, though, Kel Stotts usually finishes with
10 seconds left in the half, looks like.
Basket. He's just going to play for the last shot right here. He's going to try to do it himself, and nobody gets out on him. He's going to hit that surely. Nope, he misses the shot. Chance Melton with the rebound. He's going to heave it at the buzzer and throw it into the stands.
The 39-36 game at halftime.
And here's the Jabberwockies for your halftime show entertainment. And while they're doing that, I'll give you this some of these reads. This game has been brought to you by Downey Eye Clinic. Downey has been the leader of optometry services in Adair County since 1981, and they're committed to providing the best personalized eye care possible for the people of Columbia. It wouldn't surprise me if Jacob Burton wasn't one of these Jabberwockies that you see on your screen in front of you. Also, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, Luke Piles with Next Home Realty Experts is the man to call for all things real estate in Southern Kentucky. Residential, commercial, investment properties, he does it all. So give him a call or text today at 270-378-0405 or message him on any social media platform. I think Seth is going to pull up some stats for us, and these stats are brought to you by Jeffries Hardware. Jeffries is known to have what you need for your next project. Milwaukee Power Tools, Porter Paint, Rental Center, they've got it all. So go see the folks at Jeffries Hardware, the friendly hardware store. Clay, let's talk about the first half. Look at these upcoming games coming up. But let's talk about the first half a little bit as Kenny and Shaq start to do the same. Your team was able to really ride behind the shooting of Kel Stotts.
And the rebounding of Buss and Darren, I feel like.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game so far. It looks like Team Will, the white team, looks like we've only tallied maybe 9 boards the entire game. And Kel with the 22 points. There's your difference maker. Now, he is 8 for 15 from the field, but you'll take that.
Yeah, you really have to. Yeah. Kel, Darren with 6.7 rebounds. Buss, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
Yeah, the 3 assists for Bryson and Buss has really been a key difference maker on the offense as well. And there's some highlights. There's Kel stepping out for 3. Nobody's really been able to get a hand up on him. At this halftime adjustment, Clay, you got any adjustments that you want to make?
I actually do.
All right, so talk us through some of the adjustments that you're making as you make them so the people at home can see your brilliant coaching mind.
First off, I'm going to do some substitutions. It'll be some tired legs, so I'm going to go.
We're getting a note from up above that maybe we don't want to make any subs because
they will do auto subs.
Auto subs and fatigue is off, so nobody should be tired.
Let's see. I actually made. We're going to change Bryson to the 2, Kel to 3, and we're going to go more shooting. We're going to play big, right? Or we're going to play actually really small. And put Darren, even though Buss has been awesome, at the 5. I feel like that could be a hard matchup. And then defensively, they've got to the rim really well. So, one thing I want to do is, let's see. I'm going to go a 2-3 zone. Can you do 2-3 on? Actually, let's just go to the individual matchups. He's been awesome so far. Guard him tight. Kaylin Kimberlin, who's done a good job. Heath, Blake, Chance, we're actually going to double in the post.
Down one. Go down one.
Yeah, right here. Uncatch.
I think I'm just going to let it ride for me. I'm going to use my timeout if need be, but we're going to start this second half. We need to pause it again and switch back to
Yeah, because I do not need to be playing this.
computer. And Clay, you're going to start the second half, and Kevin's going to dribble it up the front court. Here we go. Looks like we're playing really far off the post.
Toby came in off the bench and made a
He's
jumper.
already made a couple shots today. I'm going to let this one ride. I'm going to let it go for now. We'll see how it develops. I'm going to see how your adjustments, what adjustments I need to make in regards to your
Nice
adjustments.
shot.
So Heath walk up with the.
Oh, looks like
With
Darren
the
was not out of
mid-range.
bounds on that, but I guess he was. To Toby Curry.
Toby is causing some problems right now. Trying to get out and transition in chances in the post.
Oh,
He's gonna
nice pass.
Kick it out, and he turned and ran away and missed the jumper. Redbone was very confident in his ability.
and Kel Stotts.
Kel Stott's going to hit that all day long, as he has.
Yeah, I tried to space it out a little bit with guys, tried to stretch the floor some, and
Now, what I'd like to see happen, if you're going to double the post, which Heath Walkup's going to take the jumper, and he's going to
good
drain it
shot.
himself. He's going to catch fire here in the second half. 5-point game. This is what we wanted, Clay. We didn't want any kind of blowouts. We didn't want any type of thing where it wasn't going to be entertaining.
Ooh, to Kevin, good
Kevin
look.
Bridgewater, that's as open as I've seen him get with Redbone on him. And this is an actual timeout that's been called in front of us, and that's like I said, that's the most wide open I've seen him. Redbone usually locks up anybody that he's guarding. And the timeout is over, and here we go. Redbone's still in the game. I don't know if there was any substitutions during that timeout, if it was just to kind of stop the bleeding there.
I don't think there was. I could be wrong, though.
Coming across the top, Kaylin Kimberlin is going to take a screen. He's going to take a mid-range jumper. Oh, he passes out of it
To Heath. Heath is having a heck of a half. So
he passed up a good shot.
Looks like I have
for a not as good shot, but more wide open.
Chris Coomer in. Got Bryson still in. To Kel Stotts, who's got another good look.
And pull down the board there.
Chance Melton.
Chance Melton has rebounded really well. It's kept me in the game. And it's pulled up. And a bank is open.
Back to 4.
That is your United Citizens bank shot. But I don't even know who took that. Was that Kaylin?
That was Kaylin.
Kaylin Kimberlin with the bank. Kevin Bridgewater misses the gimme. Kaylin Kimberlin's going to bring it up. Try to get us within a one-possession game here. Redbone's just going to go to work. He's going to pass it off to
Heath,
who has kind of tried to take over here in the early goings of the second half, and he's done so until that shot. That's his first miss of the half.
Darren took it up.
He's out in transition, going to push. Chance is going to push this one, and he pulls it out. Okay. He makes a pass in to Blake Martin, who takes a mid-range jumper, and they are on fire. They've come out of this second half on fire. Now shooting a better percentage from the field, 58% clip. The plate off of him.
Coomer, a nice basket. Big basket.
I think Chance tried to bait him into a floater or tried to get the rejection and just wasn't able to come up with it there. Kevin Kimberlin's going to pass it off to Chance. He's going to go to work.
Oh, and a block by Darren. And another block by Darren.
Blake Martin goes in again, and he tries to save it. He is unsuccessful. Good hustle. The heart and the hustle by Blake Martin right there. Just trying his best.
We got Kevin Jackson who's coming in.
Into the game. Chris Coomer and for Team Will who's coming in. James Turner has entered the game. Now, what Clay doesn't know is we've turned James's sliders all the way up to 99, and he is the secret weapon. No, we didn't actually really do
Bryson
that. That would
to
have been awesome.
Kevin.
Kevin's been just off today. He's made a lot of good things happen. Now, Jeff won't hesitate to shoot the ball. And he gets it into James Turner, who puts up a layup and misses it. That's great defense by Bryson Walkup. Just made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. And Darren Blue with the pull-up jumper.
Mid-range pull-up.
Gets it back to a 6-point game. It's going to be a game of runs. That's all it's going to be. So we've got James posting up, and he sets a great screen for Heath Walkup, who misses the jumper. Wide open.
Chris Coomers gave some really good minutes as he came in.
You know, you can really tell that James goes on to be a great coach because he's doing a lot of good things here on the basketball court.
Rebound by Jeff Young.
He's going to push out in transition. This is something that he actually did well as a player, push out in transition. Now, I think a Jeff Young player would have tried to dribble around right there and get a layup, but James is open. They're just not getting him the ball. We need to get James Turner the ball. We're going to try. Oh, no. We're just going to do that thing where we pass it around the perimeter a bunch, and Chance is going to take a shot at the end of the shot clock and miss it. That wasn't not a good possession.
Darren with another mid-range jumper.
Taking steps back from him, and he's able to just take that 2 dribbles in and take a mid-range jumper, and he's been successful about every time.
Timeout by the Clippers. Team Will.
Oh, there's the male dance team again. I wonder if the Clippers actually have a male dance team.
I don't. I think we've got. Let's see. Bust is back
with
in.
The double pump. Oh, and he throws it away.
Steal by Kevin Jackson. Great steal by Kevin Jackson.
So some new guys, some fresh blood in here that we haven't seen before. So some of these guys, explain their games in high school. What prompted you to put some of these guys on the list? Start with Kevin Jackson.
Kevin Jackson, I never saw play, but I always told really good athlete, could guard multiple positions, kind of like a Cameron Lastly, very versatile. 6'3", 6'4", good athlete, and like I said, like Cameron, a really good slasher. You know, like that, a deflection, making something happen on the defensive end. Oh, and
this is the free throw. Some others that we've got in here right now. Let's talk about a little bit about James Turner.
Yeah, I don't really know much about his game. I know it was not very high off the floor. And as Kevin missed both free throws, he graduated in '79.
James with the ball.
He played on a district championship team in '99 or '79. Oh, Kevin Jackson almost gets ripped.
Looks like the subs have come in, and my team is going cold.
For three.
Takes the 3 and drains it, making it an 11-point game.
We get some commentary from Daxon Porter-Rich.
So Dax right now has a, I don't really know what you call this. This is a mouthpiece that glows in the dark and flashes. So he's decided that that's what right now was the moment in time that he needed to have that in his mouth. So now when he bites down, he's got some lights flashing. So we've got that as, you know, the action that I might have missed there was Jeff Young getting us back within single digits.
Toby off. Oh. Looked like it could have been clean.
Matt with the arm, I think.
Matt Loy fouled him.
I think Seth was generous with the hair on some of these guys. I'm not going to name names on who. Seth was generous with how much hair they seem to have.
Take a break. 2 shots.
But he is going for high school versions
going high school look.
These players. So there is that. Who's at the line right now?
Toby Curry.
Toby Curry at the line, shooting 2. He's going to drain the first one, and I'm going to put money on it that he drains the second one as well.
Who's coming in for you?
Entering the game for me. James Turner's going to come out. He put in some good minutes. Chris Lewis is going to come in for him. Chris, hard-nosed player on the state tournament team.
07, led us in scoring against Scott County in that last game of his career. Great mid-range jumper.
He lines it up and drains the second one. Chris Lewis is going to pass it in. Jeff Young is going to dribble it up, and we've got some things we got to do here, Clay.
Let's see. Jeff Young got
last second shot. It's not looking great. Not a great third quarter. I thought to start the third period, we had some promise, but we'll just see how it goes in the fourth. I don't think there's many adjustments that I can make at this point. There might be. I'll wait into the fourth quarter and see what we can do. But the adjustments that I made on Kel really were non-existent as your bench showed it. Your team showed its depth in that third period.
Yeah, I had a lot of. I don't think Kel even scored much at all. Did he score any that quarter?
Maybe he hit a three in the. I don't know if he did, honestly.
But
Toby Curry was kind of the player
Yeah.
of the quarter, and Darren Ballou as well.
let's see,
Chris Lewis was going to dribble the ball up the court. I'm not sure how much point guard he ran in school. Kyle Young in the game. So talk about Kyle Young a little bit as a player as Darren sends that
Graduated
back
with
into
Kyle
next
Young.
week. Pretty sure that was an over and back,
Yeah.
but we're just going to pretend that it wasn't.
Oh,
Good rebound by Kyle. Puts it in.
yeah. Kyle was another really good slasher. Could handle the ball well. He was long. He said he graduated in 2012. Bust with the
Pump fake.
Nice pump fake.
Got a chance into the air on that one. Made it difficult. Yeah, look at that third quarter, 21-13 in the third. So that's been the difference in the ball game so far. The big difference. Chances. Oh, he had a screen. He didn't take the shot. Jeff is going to take the open jumper and he's
deep
going to
shot.
drain it. And look at the excitement on
Must have
Team
been a-
Will.
Must have been a deep
I think it
two.
was a deep two. Had his foot on the line apparently. Toby Curry's going to work off the dribble, take a mid-range jumper. And
It looked like he was going to hit
drains
the backboard, but
He shot it right over
Yep.
there. Just the offensive skill set right there, Clay.
he's got 11.
There's not much my team was ever going to be able to do with the offensive skill set that your team has from top to bottom. Jeff takes a step back three and drains it. He's trying to will his team back into the ball
Back
game.
to
Clay.
8. What a
It's
shot.
an 8-point game. Looks like Kevin Jackson's going to dump it into Darren Ballou. That should be 2 easy points, and it is.
Yeah, I think, which Chris has probably had that matchup a lot. Darren's got a lot of height on him.
I think in real life, I don't think there's a possibility that Chris would play off of anybody.
Oh,
Takes a deep three, brings it back to a 7-point
that was Jeff
game.
Young, wasn't it?
It was Jeff Young. He's trying to do it himself, doing it all right here. But look how far back they're playing off of the post. That's going to be an issue. And if it's
Toby Curry.
had been missed, Darren was going to clean that up. He had position down low, making it a 10-point game. Jeff's going to take another three. He
My
gets
goodness.
another one. Look at him with making a gesture to the crowd as he turns and getting them all fired up. 7-point game. If they could get a defensive stop right here, that would be phenomenal. But Toby Curry is on fire, and he's going to drain another three. And I'm going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, your team, 3:30 left, down by 10. You guys have had
I am going to sub my starters back in. I'm going to keep Jeff Young in the game. Kyle, you gave us some great.
Kyle playing with his father there for a minute.
Kyle gave us some great minutes there, but we got to get some starters back in the game. I'm going to keep Jeff in the game. Move Heath down to the 4. Let Chance play the 5. I'm trying to
I
think
didn't know
out loud a little bit.
The thing about Chance, he's from Hong Kong, and that's something I didn't know about him. You learned
Didn't know that Chance Melton was from Hong Kong. No, I didn't either. Heath Walkup and Kaylin Kimberlin from Alaska Fairbanks. So that's an interesting matchup as well. So some defensive things that I'm going to have to do. I don't want to cancel that substitution. What do I have to do? Confirm it?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to make that substitution, and it will be in effect at the next dead ball. So now some defensive things that I want to be sure to do here is on my post guys, Darren Ballou especially. I want my on-ball pressure to be smothering, and I want to deny him the ball. I am also going to double team him in the post if I can. Double team in the post. I'm going to do that on the catch. He's probably going to find the open guy out of that, but at this point I've got to do what I've got to do. On offense, what I need to start doing is I'm going to have to play through my stars here. So whoever the coach decides my star is, that's who I'm going to go with as far as, with my offensive stage. Late in the game situation, you need to be playing through your star anyway. Do you want to make some
Yeah, I'm also
changes? Okay. I'm going to go back to choose sides. We're going to go over here and let Clay do it.
Make some substitutions.
And I know this might not be the most enjoyable part of the game to watch for you at home or to listen to, but this is the way it had to be with the setup that we had. Clay's going to make a few substitutions and kind of talk us through what you're doing as you do it, Clay.
Put it, Toby Curry, actually, even though he's playing great, I'm going to put Corey Melton at the 3, Nick Fudge at the 1, and we're going to put Yves White, who is also a shooter, at the 2.
It's my understanding that Yves White faced off with James Turner in a Sparksville game.
Yeah.
At one time.
Sparksville and Town, I think, had some good games back then. We'll put Kyle Sandusky at the 4 with Bus. Try to get those guys.
Let's switch back to computer, then hit circle twice, and let's get ready to go. So Kyle Young's going to bring it up. All these substitutions will take effect in the next dead ball. Jeff Young is going to continue to try to put the team on his back in a 10-point game. Heath Walkup's going to take the jumper and drain the 3.
Yeah.
Making it a 7-point game again.
Look at Nick Fudge.
Nick
doesn't shoot much.
Make it a 9-point game. Call timeout there, Clay. Yeah. Hit circle. You got to hit circle. It's now hit pause. Now timeout again. Here we go. We're going to call a real timeout so that we can get these subs in the game. Sorry about that. Anybody that's trying to pay good and close attention, I'm just going to spam X. Well, there's a different dance team. They've got multiple here in LA. It's not wanting to do anything for me here. Don't worry about it. So, Clay, this has been about what we expected. Your team has just got the offensive firepower. I think defensively just couldn't get stops late, but a lot can happen in 3 minutes.
Yeah, definitely NBA. 24 seconds is not a lot of times, so there's a lot of possessions in 3 minutes.
Hopefully it's possible at some point to speed this process up in post-production because this is kind of miserable to watch. But you know what? It's been the all-male dance team up to this point. The females said it's our turn, and we're not going to let you get out of this timeout on your own. So, got 15 seconds left. Got any shout-outs you want to make, Clay? You got any?
Speaking of that game I talked about earlier, Xavier did hold on. Looked like
a block shot at the end.
Yeah, Kennesaw State was going to make a layup, but big block by Xavier to secure and make that final comeback.
All right, so here we go. Last 3 minutes of action here. Hopefully it goes unimpeded, and we get this show on the road. And it is my team that has the ball, but it doesn't look like we've sent anybody to inbound the ball. There he is. He was hiding on us. So with the new lineup, we're trying to ride the hot hands here at the end of the game, get some offense flowing. It's going to hurt us a little bit on the defensive end, I think, Clay. We're not going to match up with the length at the guard spot, but we'll see. Oh, Redbone had an open shot, and he's just dribbling in circles, and he takes the jumper, misses it. Not going to be able to rebound with this group. Just not going to be able to do it, I don't think.
Nick Fudge, point. Corey Melton. Corey with the 3.
Takes a shot. Corey. When he touches the ball, he's going to shoot it. Makes it a 12-point game with just a little over 2 minutes to go. Had an open lane to the basket and didn't take it. He's going to take the tough layup.
Nice finish.
Got 15 points in 14 minutes. Good showing by Redbone. Clay, with 2 minutes to go in a 10-point game, if you had to pick a player of the game, who you got?
Cal Stott's probably going to look like the opposite. Look at Yves White.
Bus.
Bus Caldwell's been up. I'm not sure how many points he's actually scored, but Bus has been super effective.
Redbone. When we click play through star, I think Redbone just took it as saying, I'm going to shoot every shot in the last 3
17
minutes.
points on 13 shots, so he's been pretty efficient. We've got some subs in to finish it out. Looks like we put our start. Kevin Bridgewater's, Toby Curry is in right now.
Oh, Kevin got an open look.
Oh,
just going to drain
nice
that.
shot by Kevin. That was a pretty good defense. Yeah, we're 17 for 23 in the second half, which is
Oh, Jeff's going to take an open jumper.
Good winning formula.
Jeff, listen, if there's a medal for trying to will your team into a game, we're going to give it to Jeff because he's been unstoppable in the second half. Just hasn't been enough stops to go around defensively, especially for that man. Toby Curry's been on fire.
Cal
in the
Stott's
second
first half. Second half has been Toby Curry.
Been all Toby the entire second half. Look here, Kalen's going to take a jumper over Darren Ballou, and he's going to miss that. With a minute to go in a 13-point game, I will say that we want to hear from you as a listener. So if you have suggestions, you like the show, or you just want to say something else because I don't have my reads here in front of me. If you have suggestions or you just want to give us a shout out, we're at Tribe 44 Podcast on Twitter. We're under the same handle on Instagram, and we also have Facebook. With under a minute left, it looks like this game's all but over. The second half from the Team Clay was just too much for Team Will to overcome. The depth, and Bus is just putting on a clinic here late. It's all over but the crying for me. This will be my first loss in Tribe 44 history. I'm upset about it, but you know what? It happens. I probably shouldn't have won the football game. The offensive line carried me through in the Madden game. We'll give you
nice
this.
Pass from Busta.
I completely blame myself. It was poor. The players are good. It was just not the right collection to make a team. And Clay, you put me on a master class.
Yeah, the spread was 9.5.
The spread, and it's at 11. So if you took the spread, if you took 9.5. Hope you bet on Clay. So Chris Lewis has that sports book. If you want to call him, he's going to take care of your payouts. So 88-77 win for Team Clay. I'll have to give it to my guys. They fought hard, kept it manageable the whole time. The New Balance player of the game is going to be Cal Stotts. I think that's accurate. He didn't do much in the second half.
I don't know if he scored in the second.
There was a lot of Toby in the second half. Jeff Young put up 20. Heath Walkup had 18, and Redbone had 17. Just wasn't enough to go around. Chance Melton had a very good all-around game.
You know, I didn't realize Kalen had 7 assists.
7 assists of his own. So
you did have a lot of assists.
Yep. The bench play for you was just phenomenal, Clay. I just don't know. I don't know if I had an answer for that. There's nothing wrong with the players. Like I said, it was just the collection of the talent that I put together didn't make for an amazing team. Like I said, 3 out of 10 times I think I'll win that one. But
Darren had 14, 10, and 3.
Yeah, Darren
14, 10, 3, and 3. Kel with 25, 5, and 3.
And Toby, 20 points in 11 minutes.
20 points, 11 minutes, 2 assists. You look at his stat, they didn't do much
for 8
besides score, but that's obviously he scored. Kevin, 11 and 1. Bus Caldwell, 11 and 5 and 4. It's a nice stat line.
So you did a great job of collecting players and putting them together to make a roster of an actual team.
Look at Bryson with 8
did
not take a shot.
He didn't take a single shot.
Didn't take a single shot, but had 8 assists.
That's a team player for you, Clay.
Look, Kevin Jackson with 6 minutes, 2 rebounds,
assists,
and a steal.
Wow. So like I said, it was the bench play and the rebounding and just the overall shooting ability that you were able to put together, Clay. Wasn't much of an answer that I could have for you. I tip my hat to you. I'm disappointed. but I'm not disappointed in my guys. I thought they did everything they had to do, and I failed them as a GM. So if you want to blame somebody, blame me, and that's totally fine. Kel put up a great stat line, Toby Curry as well, and then the big guys down low. It was a dream for you, Clay, because that's exactly how you wanted this team to play. Am I right?
It is. Spaced out, shooting, and it worked out.
Well, another day, another entertaining.
Another dollar.
And then, well, we're making tens and tens of dollars doing this, Clay. I think that was a quote that was given to Seth, I think, from somebody. But anyway, if you don't have anything else, this has been the Tribe 44 podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe on your preferred method of listening just to make sure you never miss any content, and we will talk to y'all later.